If you've clicked onto this video, you're probably trying to update your Fujifilm camera's firmware. So I tried to do it within the app, but it wasn't working. So I know that I need to take it home and do the SD card firmware update. So if you've run into this problem, you might be the same type of person as me and you just want to quickly get it done. And so to quickly get it done, I just go fujifilm.com firmware and I find it. And then I start reading the details. I'm like, okay, I don't want to read all this. I just want to download the firmware, put it onto the SD card, and update the camera. So that is the detail. You need to push the display back button and then turn the camera on. So let's do that right here. I'm going to push the display back button and I'm going to turn the camera on. There it is. And it should pop up the screen. And right here, I can see it says firmware upgrade. Ensure the battery in camera is fully charged. The body version on this XT30 is running a 1.40. And if we look, how many firmwares back is this? Right now, they are on 2.01, so 4 or 5 firmwares back. So this is my friend's camera. I'm going to update the firmware for her real quick. I need to download this firmware version, which is pretty simple. You just click on the download at the bottom here. You have to hit I agree and then download. Now my computer is downloading it. It's a very small file, so it goes very quick. Finder now, so I'm going to go over into my Finder, downloads, and now here I can see DAT. It's a .dat file. So I'm going to take this file and I'm going to click and drag and drop it onto the SD card that I have in here. One more important note is that you need to format the SD card that you're going to use. So use an SD card that doesn't have photos and videos that you haven't saved already. So I know that this SD card is clear and I'm just going to format it real quick. So I'm going to go into the menu on the camera and I'm going to go to user setting and I'm going to format this card. Okay, so you can see this is formatting this SD card and it's done. Okay, great. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to take the SD card out of the camera and now I'm going to put it into my card reader so that my computer can read this SD card and I can put that file onto this SD card. So let me minimize this screen and here is the SD card that I'm going to use and I'm just going to click and drag and drop this DAT file onto this card. Okay, it's done. Like I said, it's a small file so it happens quick. I'm going to eject the card. Now it's ejected, I can pull this right back out. And while the camera is off, you can put this in. The battery needs to have a full charge. Let's see how much we have on this. So this is a full charge, so I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna hold the display button and I'm gonna turn the camera back on. And okay, now it's on and it says firmware upgrade available. It says firmware upgrade and I'm gonna click OK, yes, because I just put the new firmware in there. And it just says select the body. So I'm going to select the body. Okay, yes. And it says firmware upgrade. Okay, version 1.40 to 2.01. Yes, this is what I want. You can see right here. And now once I click this, okay. And one more thing, do not open a battery cover nor turn the camera off when the lens is attached, never remove it. So it's just telling me don't mess with the camera while the firmware is happening. So I'm going to click OK, yes. And you can see the little loading bar right here. So I'm just going to put the camera down and it says that it takes about 5 minutes. That is the process for how you update the firmware on your Fujifilm X camera, whichever camera you have. I'm sure that there's some variations if you have an older camera, but this is for the brand new XS20. This was the same step-by-step process. So if you wanted to update the firmware for this lens, this is the 16 1.4, you would attach this lens to the camera, do this step-by-step process, and then when it said body as the option to upgrade, you would click, there would be an option for the lens and you would click lens and it would update the lens. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below and I'll see you in the next video. All right.